Everyone, so 2 years has passed and now I'm able to upgrade my work phone from the 13 to the 15. So this will be an unboxing of the iPhone 15 in the color black. And I'll also be walking you through the setup process of a fresh new phone, including the remote management piece. Starting off with the box packaging, you can see that it's the front of the iPhone this time, and it is, as usual, true to size, and the image is embossed. You got simple Apple logos and the iPhone naming on the side. On the flip side, you'll see it is designed by Apple in California. There's a QR code to learn more about this particular iPhone. Also shows what is included in the box, which is just the iPhone, the USB-C charging cable, no headphones or power adapter, and US models only accepts eSIM at this point. On the bottom, you'll find the more model-specific information, including the color and the storage capacity. And of course, covered up right now is the privacy information like the IME number and the serial number. To open this box up, as before, you just need to release the pull tabs, one here at the top, one more here at the bottom. Separating the box, here is the iPhone 15 in that black color. Just like previous boxes, it has a little indentation for the camera bump. We'll get to the phone in just a second. Let's take a look at the accessories that come out of the box. Papers as usual in this design by Apple in California. Sleeve. Back has the copyright date, which is 2023, since that's when the iPhone 15 originally came out. Instead of a physical SIM tray ejector, you get this note about the eSIM to activate your carrier now. Some regulatory info and 1-year limited warranty. Then the only other accessory that you get in the box is this 3.3 foot or 1 meter long braided USB-C to USB-C charging cable. Now let's move on to the star of the show. Covering the screen, you have a few indications on the paper. You have the power button, the volume buttons on the side, plus the mute switch. Since no more physical SIM tray anymore, all you'll find are the antenna bands. On the bottom is the charging port, which again is USB-C now. You'll still find your typical speaker grills on the bottom. Now the iPhone 15 has a pretty much all matte aluminum body, including the sides and the back. And they've kind of smoothed out the edges, so all of the edges are a little bit more curved now compared to the iPhone 13 that I'm used to. Camera cutout size is pretty much the same, though you now get a 48 megapixel main camera on the back. Front-facing camera is 12 megapixels, f1.9 aperture, and you can see in just a minute when I turn on the device to do the setup, gone is the notch, and now it's a pill-shaped dynamic island. The speakers have also relocated to the very edge at the top, so if you're trying to use old screen protectors from like the iPhone 13 or 14, it's not going to be 100% compatible. That plus the additional curvature on the screen now on the iPhone 15, despite having the same screen size dimensions. But back to the setup process, you're first greeted with which language you want to choose, and then your region or country, and then you can choose your app icon size. Most people probably the default's okay. If you have trouble seeing, maybe the large size. And then if you want to bring together your old iPhone at this time, you can set up that way, but just for the purposes of this video, I'm going to skip through that. Next, you can pick your Wi-Fi network if you want to set up through Wi-Fi, skipping that for this case. At this point, it's just setting up your wireless carrier, and you can see that in progress at the top right. And now you just need to check through their data and privacy agreements. This is where this remote management comes into play, since this is my work phone, so I have to sign into my work account for them to basically manage this iPhone. But we're at the home stretch now. Is now it says protect your iPhone with your Face ID or a passcode, and then you can choose whether you want to download or apply software updates automatically. Location services, you probably want that on if you want to do Find My iPhone or anything like that. Choose your display option, light, dark, or automatic. Emergency SOS information. And finally, welcome to your new iPhone. If you want me to do some comparisons that I've done in the past, either to like the 13 or the upcoming 16E, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already for more tech content like this. Thanks for watching.